Well, welcome to another International Writers Fellowship live stream. We'll be doing some talking about writing and doing some writing sprints. Jen will be joining us. To be fair, I'm surprised she hasn't joined us already. So we'll just ponder and chat and waste time until she does. Just to give you all a bit of info, you can watch us here on Twitch, or pretty soon after we've had these videos, I upload them to YouTube and at International Writers Fellowship. So if you want to watch any of these videos after Twitch removes them, just pop on over there and engage with the videos there. I hope you're all well. Obviously, at this stage, there's nobody here, but if you're watching this on catch up, hello there. My name's Daniel. I am colloquially known as the RPG Therapist. That's my book behind me, Role Playing Games in Psychotherapy, a Practitioner's Guide, being faithfully guarded by our very own He-Man. Right there. I am drinking chamomile tea, as usual, this evening. As I've said before, a chronic insomniac, so anything to help me wind down is always helpful. You can find me at monomythcounselling.co.uk or on YouTube at RPG Therapist. I've got plenty of videos over there, and I'm on TikTok now. Why am I on TikTok? So, I'm in StreamYard, but I don't see you. In that case, she has been sent to a different link. So if you'll bear with me. Don't you love technology? It's great. What on earth is that? Oh, what's that? Toothpaste. Ugh. I knew that was going to stain. Here we go. And here we are. We are actually already live because I thought you were going to take 2 seconds as opposed to me having sent you the wrong link. So, yeah. Hi, Jen.
Hi, Dan.
How are you?
I'm good. Good. Yeah. How are you?
As I've just been mentioning, flustered a bit. What is going on with the world? I mean,
yeah, there's a lot going on.
Okay, now before we start putting all to rights, tell us what life has been like over at Jane's Dreamy Bookshelf.
So, I did travel over the weekend for my son's hockey, and they won the championship. So that was awesome. Yes. And I'm glad to be back home and back in the routine. So things are good.
Yeah. You done any narration yet?
I haven't. I've been sick. I was sick 2 weeks ago with a cold, and it's still affecting like my vocal cords a little bit. I have a cough drop right now, so I haven't been able to do any. It's really bumming me out. Plus, they've been doing construction during the day. They're putting in new houses, so it's hard to record during the day, and then at night, I just want to go to bed. So yeah. So sadly, no. I'm gonna hopefully try this weekend. Because I have a whole book that I need to narrate.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How big?
And I've only done the prologue and chapter 1.
Of?
I think 40 chapters.
Are they relatively short chapters? Or?
Yes, and then I have someone narrating with me who's doing the male parts, my partner.
That's awesome.
So that breaks up the chapters. So really, I only have like 20 chapters to do.
do we need to shout out to your partner or?
Yes, Chandler at Who Done It Stories on TikTok.
Oh, as it, you didn't. What?
Yeah.
When were you going to break that news to me? Come on.
I thought I did. I'm sorry.
No.
Yeah. So check him out.
So what was that? Ross at who?
Good one.
Chandler at
Who Done It. So who and then done it is DUNNIT. Stories.
Well,
on TikTok. Yeah, and he does a similar thing to me with the audio stories. He's got a lot of mysteries, and then he did read. He started reading one of Agatha Christie's books on there since it's in the public domain.
Oh, of course, yeah.
So that is exciting.
Do Sherlock Holmes. I saw a great meme on for Sherlock Holmes. Holmes says to Watson, "Is that mud on your boot, Watson?" "No, shit, Sherlock."
That's great. Shit, Sherlock.
No,
I love it.
Sherlock.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, how long's he been doing that?
He's been doing that because he's got a couple of Audible books out, maybe since 2016 or 2017.
Also, he introduced you to it.
Mm-hmm.
My goodness.
Yeah, he got me started.
Kept that one to yourself, my word.
Well, I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean to. Yeah.
I feel excluded, frankly.
Well, now you're included, so now you can look them up.
Oh, awesome. And very cute as well, because obviously you. Oh, the love.
Oh gosh. So yeah, so that's it for me.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So what are we doing? Are we going to put the world to rights, or shall we get on with the tarot? Oh,
I've already shuffled.
Before we do that, I was heartbroken last week. I saw a fantastically beautiful set of tarot cards on all the. I think
is that the one you sent me that you said you did the Kickstarter?
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, I've got to do this, and then I just did the things. Like, oh yes, I'm buying this now. Just backed it, and then I actually read what it was, and he said it was all AI.
It was all AI,
and I'm like, oh. So
that's so disappointing.
Yeah, and I get it. We're moving into an age where AI is a thing, but to pay money, because at the end of the day, AI art, just like AI, it's not self-generated. This is quote unquote AI is just a really rapid response archive.
Yeah.
And what they've done with the AI art is just take bits and pieces of pre-existing pictures and put them together, and I feel icky about the idea of giving money to somebody.
Yeah, that they haven't put the time in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's a shame, because they're really beautiful, but you know, we all have to have our own standards.
It saved you money though.
Didn't it just finally?
Because you were on a roll there with all those Kickstarters.
The conversations with my darling wife have been tense recently.
Ooh.
Which we'll talk about off screen.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, go on. So what tarot are we using, or is it an oracle set?
This is one that my sister gave me. Yeah, so really beautiful.
Hold them up a bit closer. Oh my word.
Yeah.
That is gorgeous art.
Yes.
Who is that?
I don't even know.
Did it not come in a box, or?
No.
Oh, really?
She put them in, I think she just had this little cute bag. I don't even think it's related.
Just put them in and get. Oh,
yeah, and she said, "Here's your first tarot deck, and she said, and I kept one card for myself, and I was like, okay.
Oh, have you figured out which card it was yet?
No, I need to. I just need to lay them out and organize them, and then I can figure it out. I kind of like not knowing.
No, I was about to say, yeah, but do you want to know?
Because I've had these for years, and I've never. I don't want to know.
That's love. That is so lovely.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful gift.
It is.
Okay, well, let us know. Let's.
Well, should I? Okay, so I already cut the deck. So then, do I just? I've never actually really done this.
No,
I've only just played around with them, and because I used to use them to generate story ideas. So I would use these for my characters, but I've never done it for myself.
Well, the way I tend to use it, so is obviously a lot of them come with little booklets or there are websites. I mean, the one I use is Biddy Tarot.
Okay.
But you can find one that you like, and just it depends really on what you want to do. Do you want to just do a 1-card reading and we can interpret that, or do you want to do?
What if I do 3?
Do 3. So the way I tend to do 3, and no, I'm not even going to tell you how I do 3. You decide how you do 3.
I was thinking I'll just take 3. So I shuffled, I cut the deck, so I'll take 3 from the top.
Okay. And let's just see where we go.
All right. So first one is 3 of Wands.
Oh, that is fantastically evocative, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's got a village in the background, and I love that deck.
Yeah, me too. All right, so let me see what this means. Okay, why can't I? 3 of Wands. Okay, so the meaning of the 3 of Wands hints that you are planning or going to plan for the future with more conviction. This can mean that everything around your plans is going smoothly, as you have taken the time to plan your future and are taking steps to turn plans into action. And this is very true because I've spent the last couple of days really planning out my son's homeschooling, all the classes he needs, and so that just that's perfect. Done. All right.
And next I'm thinking if we think of it in terms of us, so obviously this anthology has been a long-standing thing, but we've kind of reached a stage where but also even if it doesn't work as that, we can make it work in other ways. So
right. True. And the same thing, I guess, goes along with my narrations, my TikToks.
RPG therapy and my channel.
Yeah. Okay.
Work and effort leads to results, I think, is what we're saying.
It definitely feels good to have a plan. That's for sure. Okay, next is the King of Wands.
Oh, more wands. I just like how there's places in the background.
Yeah. It's not just a figure.
Yeah, there's okay, so what's the king telling us? We've already had 3.
Okay, let's see. Okay, when the King of Wands appears, it is a sign that you are stepping into the role of a visionary leader, ready to direct your people towards a common goal. You have a clear vision of where you want to go, and now you are manifesting that vision with the support of those around you.
Huh. Well, it kind of goes hand in hand with the 3, doesn't it? Because these are very isolated occupations that we're taking on, but therefore we've just kind of got to do everything ourselves. We've got to lead the project and sploosh.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah.
See, this is what I really like about, because okay, yeah, you can do the whole divination thing. Oh, this means this. Other spirits are telling me X, Y, Z. But I really like how you can just sit here and interpret it, and
Yeah.
just interpret what it means for you.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be complicated. It's like, oh yeah, that makes sense because this is going on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Oh, so obviously I didn't shuffle very good, but the Queen of Wands.
Oh, fair enough.
But I mean, maybe I wasn't intended to break these cards apart.
Maybe.
All right, so let's see what this one means. The Queen of Wands is said by some to represent one's basic instinct. Her strength and task are providing initial inputs. She says to you that you must think of the consequences of what you do, and that you must be sure to focus on what will get you moving and how to do it. But I still feel like this is all appropriate for me and where I'm at today.
Yeah, so do I, very much. Obviously, because we had a bit of a chat before we came online. And yeah, absolutely. It's just, I love that. This is kind of a collective unconscious kind of moment, you know, just we both know exactly what this means without having to explain it. It's just like, yeah. I get that.
Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah. All right, well, that's my tarot reading for today.
Lovely.
What about you? Are you gonna do some cards today?
If we do one a week, I think that would prevent us from being overpowered by tarot, but also spread out the different decks, because obviously we've seen a couple of mine, or was it 3 of mine? We've seen, I think we've seen 3 of mine. I've got 2 more, but I can't show one of the others because I think you need to have them unshuffled, because it's actually it's a board game that uses.
Oh, okay.
And I haven't read the rules yet, so. But I do have storytelling cards that we could have a look at, and just random art cards, and yeah, we can figure it out as time goes.
All right, sounds good. I'm just looking at all these beautiful cards.
Yeah.
They're just beautiful.
I mean, it's all Greek, isn't it?
Yeah.
These ones, there's a very Greek feeling to them.
Definitely. All right.
Cool. So, what are we going to do today then? Obviously, writing sprints tend to be the order of the day for us.
Yes.
Shall we have a chat first, or do you want to just jump straight in?
I think we can just jump straight in.
Okay. So, what are we working on then? So,
I think I'm gonna work a little bit. I want to do another sleep story, and this one's gonna be titled "The Forgotten Castle." And so I'd like to work on that, because the one that I have up on TikTok now is like trending.
Really?
So it's gone up to, it's almost at 2,500 views.
Congratulations, Jen.
Yeah. So I think if I do, obviously you can only do 10-minute videos on TikTok, which is fine. I can just do a 10-minute promo and then have the longer version on YouTube.
Have you set up a YouTube channel yet?
I have, and there's no videos yet.
Well, yeah, but that's easily changed. You just click upload, which is what I did with my YouTube shorts to TikTok.
Yes, yeah.
What I am doing as well, which I realize I haven't told you yet, so I'm going to tell you now. I'm putting these videos up on YouTube as well.
Okay.
Nobody's watched them yet, I don't think. I think I think between the 3 videos that I've put up, there have been 2 views, both of which have been me. So, but
still, it's still content.
it's still content, but also if we wanted to really push it, it's there for us to do so. But yeah, get your channel up and you can just put, is it 3 hours the limit, I think, or was it 1? I can't remember.
I'm not sure.
But it's longer than 10 minutes. So
yeah, definitely. It's at least an hour. It might be more.
So, oh, but that's fantastic to hear that you're trending. So you're going to be doing your sleep story. I think I am going to I've got to do another script for this week's video because I've now hired an editor to do my YouTube videos for me, which is a massive burden lifted. I cannot tell you.
Yeah.
I hadn't realized just how much work it was
that
I was doing. So now the routine, I think, is kind of used these sprints to get the scripts done and use the other days just to kind of relax and do the fiction for now anyway.
Good plan.
I've actually started designing a game and designing another RPG, so
okay.
I'm not necessarily working on fiction per se at the minute, but I am doing the creative stuff, and it's I'm trying to figure out the magic
that
system.
counts for sure.
Yeah, I hope so. It says that I'm a game designer on my bio. Come on.
Oh, nice.
Well, I am. That's
true.
Game system, yeah. And I've designed card games before and published them, and yeah. So I'm designing a magic system at the moment.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
It is. It is. Yeah. But yeah, so for today, I shall be focusing on how to create obstacles to put in an RPG for your client work. So,
okay.
So it's 25 past nearly. How long do you want to do?
Want to do 20 or 25?
Yeah, that'll take us up to 10 to, won't it? Then we can have a quick chat and then do another one.
Yep. That sounds good.
Beautiful. Do you want me to do it? Do you want to do it?
I can set it.
Okay.
So we'll do 25?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. Time has started. Happy writing, everybody.
Happy writing. Our 0 watches.
That went by fast.
It blooming well didn't it? My goodness.
Mm-hmm. Well, how'd you do?
I will tell you momentarily. Let me just. The problem is, I write these scripts in Google Docs because that way I can do it here. I can do it on my laptop. I can do it on my phone. But I don't think it gives you a word count, so I've got to keep.
Oh, okay.
Copy and pasting into Word. Not bad. 319.
That's great.
How about yourself?
So I did, let's see, 177.
Nice. See, this is it. I've got the much easier job. I just stream of consciousness. This is how I talk.
Yeah.
So, hey, whereas you've actually got to think about word choice and stuff.
Yeah. And I kind of have a rough draft already. So I'm just going back through and kind of filling out more details.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that I'll be ready to record.
So how many sleep stories have you done so far?
This will be my second one.
And how long was your first one?
So it ended up being about 25 minutes, which is a lot. You have to write like 3,000 words.
I was going to say, that's a good long piece of writing.
But a lot of it is from, or was inspired by my Witch in the Woods story. Yeah. So I was able to take pieces from there. Yeah.
I love that story so much.
Yeah. So I was like, this is a cool story. I think it would be, obviously I had to make it into a boring story so that people could fall asleep to it.
As opposed to an action-packed semi-horror.
Yes. Yeah. So I took out, I had to take out some parts, but yeah. Yeah. So.
Well, there you go. And I'm happy because I referenced The Big Lebowski. So, that's nice. I'm the dude. Come on.
Yeah.
I haven't watched that film in so long. I need to watch it again.
It's been a long time for me too.
Yeah. Jeff Bridges, just.
He's great.
Have you seen what was it? The Old Man? Is that what it's called? He was in a series with John Lithgow recently where he played an aged spy, super spy.
I don't think so. Was it any good?
It was epic. I mean, the problem was it was, I was disappointed by the end of the series because I was like, no, it's too obvious. Come on, guys, just do something else, please. Oh, no. But it's got Jeff Bridges and John Lithgow in it. I mean, how can it be anything other than great?
Yeah.
But
that's too bad.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, it was good, but it was one of those things where because there's a whole argument about subversion of expectation, and that's what those Muppets did with what's it called, Game of Thrones. I believe. I think some people guessed what was going to happen, and so they purposefully changed it. And whereas I think that is dumb.
Is that what you're referencing? The ending of Game of Thrones, or just in general? Like
I don't know. I confess I never watched it. But at the same time, this was a mystery, and I'm terrible at guessing mysteries because I just don't pay attention. I just watch and see what happens.
Yeah.
I very seldom try to figure out what's going on. And the fact that I knew what was going on quite early on was like, oh, this is cool. They're going to be redirecting this. This is, oh.
And then,
well, it makes sense.
Oh no.
But yeah, there is no doubt that I'm going to watch the second season the minute it's available. It's just, yeah, I thoroughly recommend it.
I like a good Agatha Christie type mystery. One is out in theaters now, Haunting in Venice.
I haven't seen any of those ones with Kenneth Branagh
Yes, they're so good.
because
I would go back and watch it again at the movies. It was that good.
really, because David Suchet, is that his name? He played Poirot over here for decades,
Oh, yes. Okay.
and he, to me, is Poirot, and because Peter Ustinov played Poirot as well, and he was excellent. And Kenneth Branagh is, I know, excellent, but at the same time, I'm like, yeah, but what if it's not?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I will do it, but it's just I don't have time, and I don't.
Yeah.
But yes,
They're really good. They're really good. Yeah, he's done a great job. I hope they do more.
Yeah, so like I say, I haven't watched any of them, but yes, me too. I hope they do more.
Yes.
Something to do when I retire.
There you go. You can binge watch them all.
Yeah. Have you ever thought about writing something like that?
Yes, but then I feel like it would be too complicated, or I would overthink it and overcomplicate it. Because I'm like, how does she? Because even though, like, you watch it and you see what happens, you're still like, oh my God, how? Because she had to go all the way back and plant all this stuff. I don't know. I think it would be a fun challenge.
Because I wrote a sleuthing monk mystery a few years ago, which was a lot of fun to write. I love Cadfael. I don't know if you've ever read any Brother Cadfael books.
No.
They're about, so this monk called Cadfael, he just lives in a monastery, but people are always getting murdered nearby, and he's very good at figuring out how and why. So I had already written a monk character for Freedom Slaves, and so I thought I want to write a sleuthing monk murder mystery with magic. And
how did it turn out, you think?
I don't know. You've read it, haven't you?
Is that the one? You didn't put that in for the anthology, right? That was
no. That was a Freedom Slave spin-off.
It's been a while. I have to go back and look at it.
So clearly, it didn't make much of an impression. So that says something. But considering it was the first time I'd ever written a mystery, I thought I think I did okay. You know, I mean, saying that I haven't been back to reread it, I might clench my backside and go.
I meant, like, how did you find the process? Was it complicated?
Not as complicated as I'd expected it, to be honest. I think it involved a bit of research, you know, what happens here. I've got I can't get it because the books will kill me. But I've got a couple of big anthologies of locked room mysteries, and yeah, impossible mysteries, just like how impossible crime stories. You know, how did this shouldn't have been able to happen? How did it happen? And it was only a short. Well, it wasn't short, but it wasn't a full novel. So I couldn't throw in too many red herrings.
Yeah.
It was fun. I love the character. I just love that character, and that's what makes it important. It's like with Poirot,
right?
Those books wouldn't be as good if it didn't have him. I mean, we had Miss Marple. She was okay, but she's never had the staying power of Poirot.
Yeah. True.
So, I don't know. How about you? Because obviously you're writing a mystery at the moment, but that's more of an adventure mystery than a mystery. That made sense in my head.
I feel like I still don't know who did it. I'm just waiting for the characters to tell me.
It was you.
Yeah. Which there's an author, Sherry LaPena, that writes murder mysteries, and she starts out, and she doesn't know who did it. And so she just starts out writing the characters. And then she gets to a point, I think it's before midway, where she figures it out. And then she keeps going. I'm just like, that's awesome.
Let's give that a go.
She just puts like 6 strangers together and starts writing about them, and then there's a dead body, and then
I hate when that happens. So sorry, Sherry
LaPena, LAPENA, and Sherry is SHARI.
Canadian novelist. Stranger in the House, Couple Next Door. I'll have a look, thank you.
Yeah, I know you don't have a lot of free time, but those are books that I read. I can read them really quickly.
There is another series of books, oddly, so you mentioned Venice earlier, set all mysteries set in Venice. And even though I've read pretty much all of them, now that I'm on the spot, I can't for the life of me remember what her name is. 1 minute. Donna Leon.
Donna Leon?
Yeah, DONNALEON.
Okay, I'll look her up.
They're very Venetian.
Yeah. Dressed for Death, Death and Judgment, Quietly in Their Sleep. She has quite a few.
Oh yeah, she's written dozens, and the first one she wrote was the death of an opera composer. You know.
Okay. Would you recommend reading them in order?
I did, but they're not necessarily chronological.
Okay.
But no, if you like Venice,
yes,
they're really good. Have you been to Venice?
No, I've never been to Europe.
You should. Well, you should come to the UK. It would be Venice. Yeah, me and Chen went there on our anniversary on our honeymoon. I fell in the water within 3 hours.
You fell in the water? Did you jump?
No, I just got too close to pose for a picture.
That's awful.
If there's water anywhere, I'm bound to fall into it. That's just me, I'm afraid.
Oh no.
I jumped into a lake. I jumped into Lake Como about 2 months ago, and my back still hasn't healed.
Oh no.
So
that when you jumped off the bridge, right?
Yes, that one. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Rock on.
All right. Should we?
Yeah, and we've also got a viewer. So hello, watcher. We're about to jump into another writing stream, so please do join us.
Please join us and comment.
Yeah, and if you've got any thoughts on mystery writing or Venice or mystery writing in Venice, or The Big Lebowski or anything, by all means.
Or the dude.
Or the dude. I mean, everybody has an opinion of the dude.
Mm-hmm.
And that opinion is he's the dude.
Exactly.
Yeah. Just so good. I'm gonna have to watch that again. Cool. Yeah. So
all right.
Half hour maybe this time. Go down to
let's do half hour and then we can wrap up, and then I need to make dinner. So that's perfect.
And I need to go to bed. Yay.
Okay. All right. I'm starting timer now.
Happy writing.
Happy writing.
There we go. Time vanishes, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It goes by fast. Today went by really fast for some reason.
Yeah. How did you do?
Pretty good. I got, let's see, 219. 200.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's that? 350 words?
Yeah, and I think it's good to go. I could maybe record it this weekend. So that's awesome.
That is... See, this is it. I mean... Oh, hello, YS Books. How you doing? Thanks for joining us.
Oh, hello there, YS Books. Glad you could join us today.
Yeah. Well, I'm sitting here asking, why didn't we do this sooner?
I know. I guess it was just the whole thing of being live, but it's once you get going, it's not a big deal.
Well, it holds us accountable, doesn't it?
Yes.
It's just no this because we say it often. We hear it said, carve out time for your writing, but when you've got kids, jobs, responsibilities,
yeah.
But something like this, it's lovely because we get to hang around with old friends and make new ones, but also it forces us just to get on with it. So
yeah.
I love it. Yeah,
it's dedicated time where people know not to interrupt us.
Yeah, so, shut up.
I'm live, leave me alone.
Yeah, can't you see no entry on the door?
Do not disturb.
But yeah. Oh, cool. So yeah, you're good to go. I didn't think I'd done quite as well that time. But I still managed to write 308 words. So
that's good.
I'm supposed to be trying to make these videos shorter because I've been creeping up to 1,500 words per episode, which is just it's a bit long, and my editor is really not charging me much, so I should be making their life easier. So I'm going to try and shorten these things down. But hey, we're sitting down, we're getting the writing done. YS has probably stolen her national secrets by now, which is I think you're working on last week.
That's great.
Yeah, and like I say, so obviously it's reaching the end of the day for us here.
Yes.
The story has been released already. How on earth do you do it? My God.
Congratulations.
Okay, you're going to have to tell us how it's done because this is not... You're making us look bad. Well, did you see? I got a nervous tick there. I just started going, oh, God. What was I going to say? Yeah, so you have yeah, I've noticed. What was I going to say? Yeah, I think I'm going to try and con Gary into doing something this weekend. He didn't seem to hate it last week, so maybe we can get him in.
Yeah, even if he could only do one writing sprint for 30 minutes, that's...
And are you away this weekend? Am I right in thinking?
I'm busy this weekend. We have hockey, so I won't be able to join.
Okay.
But I'll be here next Thursday.
Next Thursday.
Sure. Yeah.
Well, last week was the only one you can't do.
Yeah. Oh, well, shoot. I think there's one more in November, but then that'll be it. I think it's November 9th. I'll be traveling to Buffalo.
Of course you will.
But other than that, I'm free. I'm free the next 3 Thursdays in a row to do writing sprints. And then I can't do this weekend, but I might be able to do next weekend.
Okay. Because it's
Yeah.
because this has become part of my routine now. It's just like Thursday evenings is IWF evening.
Yeah. That's good. It's a good routine to have.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I say, I'm getting these scripts written. It's weird designing a game because obviously I've designed a game for this thing, but that was very much just a tool to be used as part of the therapeutic process. But I'm sitting here designing a magic system, which is just like, oh, this is cool.
That's cool. It's really cool.
I haven't designed anything else yet. I mean, I don't know how it's going to work, but you know.
You'll figure it out.
Right, what you got planned for the rest of the day?
Make dinner, and then my son has hockey tonight. So.
Do you do anything other than transport that boy to hockey?
Someday, yeah. I mean, it's not every day, but it is a lot. It's a lot of hockey. So I can't wait until March when it's over.
Yes, I bet.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I'm going to go and I think I'm going to go and do some reading. I haven't read much lately. I feel like reading some Earthsea.
Oh, nice, Ursula.
Ursula, yeah. I saw a fantastic YouTube video a few days ago. It was actually Lord of the Rings, not Earthsea. But see, I've got the full Earthsea. I love this. If I get sent to a desert island, this is the book I'm taking with me. It's just
that's the full one.
Yeah, I nearly cried when this arrived. I
think I have how many? So I have one of her. How many books are there for Earthsea?
Oh, plenty. 5, 6, and a bit.
Oh wow. Okay, I think I just have the first one.
Yeah, so you've got Wizard of Earthsea, The Tombs of Etuan, The Farthest Shore, Tahanu, Tales from Earthsea, and The Other Wind. But you've also got additional short stories, and she did a description of Earthsea and stuff like that. But
oh, nice! I need to check that out.
It's lovely stuff. But I saw somebody had taken their copy of Lord of the Rings and painted a picture on the edges.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, this is a big book. That would be lovely on this book. So I'm thinking I should
do that.
Yeah, I might. If I'm brave enough.
Oh, right.
That's going to require some balls of steel, I think, is the appropriate term.
Because like me, I'm a perfectionist, so I'd want it to look perfect.
And YS was saying stealing history, so I'm just going to...
Oh, nice.
I think I've actually got that one, now that I mention it. It'll be on that shelf there, but I daren't go because, as you can see...
We don't want the books to fall.
Death awaits. But yes, I have actually seen that book. I haven't read it, but it's one of those things where it's, oh, that looks cool. Put it on the shelf. I'll get around to it later. Yes, thank you for that, YS. That is a good...
Yeah,
I picked up another one fairly recently, The Lost Kingdoms of Africa, which is... because I love African history, and because we don't hear much of it over here, but just Lalibela, Ethiopia's history, Benin, just...
I know nothing about any of that.
It's fascinating, and we don't get taught any of it over here.
We don't either.
And I have a slight collection of history on Burma. I've written papers on the history of Burma.
I remember that.
I'm a world authority on the history of Burma. I was going to say something deep and meaningful, but it's gone. A sign that it's 11:15, so I might have to turn in.
Yes.
Is that what you're reading right now, though? YS Stealing History. And what are you reading, Jen?
Nothing right now. I just finished that Sherry LaPena book.
Right, yeah. I've just Googled her. She's got one coming out in April, I think, so I might put that on my list. And
she does. The one that just came out was pretty good. I read it in a couple of days.
Yeah, see, that's the problem for me, is because I'm massively dyslexic, it takes me forever to read books. Oh, in that case, I'm thinking about something entirely different, because, like I said, I Googled stealing books.
It's
came up with a book that I already own. I was like, oh, that's cool. Is that what you mean? Oh.
So that's the new one.
All of a sudden, that makes it even more exciting.
Channel.
And so presumably that's on your YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So YS Books YouTube. Put the link in YS. That way, if anybody catches up. We have and also, just so you know, YS, I've started putting these up on YouTube. So actually, we'll link. I'll put a link to your channel, in the
settings. Yeah, I'll have to do that.
Channels. I'll have a look.
Although we might be at our limit for links. I think we can only have so many links, but we'll
cross that bridge when we come to it.
Yes.
Well, I'm afraid I can feel myself flaking, almost as if it's 11 p.m. So I have to call it a day there, guys. Yeah. But as usual, it's so lovely sharing this time with you. So thank you, YS, for coming along and joining and talking to us, and our other anonymous viewer. Yeah, thanks for joining us.
We appreciate it.
And and as usual, thank you, Jen. Check out Jane's Dreamy Bookshelf. You can find me on YouTube as the RPG Therapist and on monomythcounselling.co.uk. I will be here hopefully with Gary, but maybe not on Saturday at 8 p.m, which is 3 p.m. Eastern time.
Schedule. Yes. Okay.
And Jen and I will be here next Thursday at 9 p.m/4 p.m.
Eastern. Yeah.
Cool. Well, in that case, lovely seeing you all. Happy writing, and we'll speak to you soon.
Good night, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.